Hey there, it's iRun here, and welcome back to Dead by Daylight. After playing the most recent PTV, I want to come on here and share with you guys my top 6 things you need to know before playing as or against the Plague. Also, don't forget to, if you like notifications about new content as it comes out, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell up above. Alright, let's get into it. The Plague's unique power is the Vile Purge. Basically, what happens here is when you hold your L2 on the PlayStation, it releases a stream of infectious bile. A survivor hit by this stream and becomes infected. A survivor accumulates an amount of infection by being hit by the stream. So the longer a survivor is hit by the stream, they accumulate the infection. If they run, say you just infect them, like in this example here, and you release them, if they continue to run or perform other actions, they will continue to be infected. And the longer that happens, then they will go into the broken state, and they'll get the broken stats effect, at which point they can be a one-hit down. Infected survivors can remove the infection by going to a pool of devotion. Once they are cleansed in the pool of devotion, not only does it remove the infection, but it actually heals them 100%. But then that pool becomes no longer usable to any other survivors. If all pools of devotion become corrupted at the same time, then all pools will actually revert back to the clean state. The Plague can also use its Vile Purge to infect objects throughout the map. Some of the objects that you can infect with the Vile Purge are generators, pallets, lockers, windows,
Okay, go ahead.
exit gates, and totems. As a matter of fact, using them with the totems is another way that you can help protect, say, your hex totems. However, just so you know that the purge doesn't last a very long time, and eventually the items do automatically become uninfected again. Similar to the Huntress, as the Plague powers up its Vile Purge, it has a slowdown or a decrease in speed. However, after you fully powered up, unlike the Huntress, your speed returns to normal speed, so you can actually chase down the survivors before applying the Vile Purge. This is for, again, make sure you can get a little bit more accurate with each hit. When a survivor who is infected goes to a pool of devotion to be cleansed, there will be an audible sound heard across the map by both the survivor and killer, letting them know that a pool of devotion has now been corrupted. Also, that pool of devotion will light up white, this for notifying the killer which pool of devotion they can now go to consume the corrupted pool. Likewise, once the killer goes to that corrupted pool of devotion and consumes the corrupted bile, it also gives off a audible notification across the map to both killer and survivor. Therefore, letting the survivors know that the killer now has the corrupted, and if she hits them with the vial, they will now go into the injure state. Here's an example of that right now, showing you that as the killer then uses the corrupted vial on a survivor, they actually get injured each time they are hit. A survivor who is sickened with the Vile Purge does not instantly infect other people or other objects. In fact, right here you can see the survivor going into a locker, and the locker does not come infected. However, once the survivor reaches the point where they go into the broken state, they can infect objects as well as other survivors. In this particular clip, you'll see here that the survivor is going into the locker, and the locker becomes infected, which also lets the killer know that a survivor has been in there. So if you're hiding in there, you're in that infected state, the killer can see it. Plus, you can also see that after that survivor has moved out and the next survivor moves in, they get infected. Alright, that wraps it up, but since the DLC will be coming out probably in the next week or so. I want everybody having a chance to have these tips before you get started, give you a one-up on the competition. Also, if you have any tips or any comments, leave them down below. We'd love to hear them. Help out the community. Alright, that wraps it up. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave your comments, like, subscribe. So until next time, this is iRun, and we will see ya.